Getting to the bottom of it. The latest political football, to tap or not to tap the strategic oil reserve. Why one top energy expert thinks it won't do anything to relieve your pain at the pump. Getting to the bottom of it. The latest political football, to tap or not to tap the strategic oil reserve. Why one top energy expert thinks it won't do anything to relieve your pain at the pump. Microsoft chief tells Yahoo it could go it alone. Why a major shareholder in both companies says neither can afford to walk away. Hillary Clinton raising a whopping $10 million in 24 hours. Why the money matters more than ever. A house for $100? It could be your lucky day, but there's a catch. And I'd brush up on your writing skills right now because we're up right now.
Welcome to Cavuto. I'm Stuart Varney, in tonight for Neil. The government is taking big steps to calm down worried consumers today. Agriculture Secretary Ed Schaefer saying there is no rice shortage in the U.S. and that speculation is one of the reasons for the price hikes. Then why are Costco and Sam's Club putting limits on how much rice you can buy? I'm joined by two guests who will help clear all of this up. Kevin Kerr, president of Kerr International Trading, says energy costs are driving up prices. Burke Flichinger is of the Strategic Resource Group. He says, listen to this, we can expect a huge black market for rice. Gentlemen, welcome, and let's start with you, Bert. A huge black market for rice in the United States?
Right, Stuart, because in the Philippines, you can now get life in prison for hoarding rice. There's such a shortage throughout Asia, throughout the Americas, throughout Africa. There are food riots at every continent right now. And Wesley Snipes shouldn't feel sorry for getting 3 years for tax evasion, because this may be the biggest black market we've seen in a long time in commodities. Rice is up 141% just in the last 4 months. So every entrepreneur, every bodega owner, every food distributor sees an opportunity in his or her garage.
All right, we're going to have more on Wesley Snipes shortly on this program. But to you, Mr. Kerr, do you think there is a shortage of any kind of food in the United States?
Well, not yet. And what we're seeing with rice, though, and I agree, I just returned from Singapore and Hong Kong, and, over there, it is a life sentence if you're caught hoarding this. And we've seen a lot of that with rice. And, the thing here in the United States is going to be a problem this year, I think, is going to be corn. And we all hear about corn-based ethanol, and we have a late plant this year for corn. So it's very possible that as we go into the year this year, if we have a poor planting season, that we could easily see shortages of corn and other commodities, because farmers are planting so much corn that we may see shortages in several of them here.
Okay, when you talk of shortages, that means that there's not a 50-pound bag of rice on the shelf. You can't buy a 50-pound bag of flour. It's not there. People are hoarding it. You think we're going to get to that position this year? And again, I've got to stress, Bert, in the United States, you think that's going to happen?
In the United States, there's plenty of Uncle Ben's packed out in every supermarket from coast to coast, Stuart. But what people are seeing is the big bags of Canela rice, the 25, 50, 100 pounders. If they can stock those and containerize those and ship those overseas, as Kevin referenced.
Well, wait a second. Now, you're talking about something different here. I'm talking about consumers going down to Costco and buying as much rice as they can. Individuals. You're talking about organized groups of people wheeling up a truck, taking out the rice and selling it overseas in a sort of black market. There's a difference here.
There is a difference. And consumers will hoard in their pantries a tremendous amount of rice because they're afraid they may not be able to buy the product to prepare their food in the fall and the winter because of the worldwide shortage. So shoppers will stock up now, and entrepreneurs will really load up to export.
Okay, Kevin Kerr, I want to ask you this. There's two views about the long-term prospects for food, basic food prices. One view says we're in a spike up at the moment, largely because of speculation. We'll spike down again soon. The other view is we're finished with cheap food for a long time to come. Which is your view?
Well, I do believe we're finished with cheap food, and I've said that for a long time, and now we're starting to see the result of that. With all due respect to the Agriculture Secretary, I'm a speculator. I am not heading to Costco and buying 20-pound bags of rice. That is real people, real consumers, whether they're trying to ship it overseas, using